says Jerone is an employee at the United States Attorney's Office in Brownsville. She is charged with terrorism and tampering with evidence.
First, I'm not sure if this lady has if she's Hispanic or if she has a dual citizenship. But sometimes you got to understand, a lot of these people, their heart is back in their foreign country. Their heart is still in their country, and their heart is for their country. No matter what President Donald Trump or the American citizens want, their heart is just their heart. Now, this woman gave up her co-worker. What was happening was, let me lay this out. I don't know if they explained it very well in that video. So ICE was conducting a raid in Brownsville, Texas, and someone was there with a camera and they was watching it live. They were streaming it live while it was taking place. She was probably at work or at home watching, the ICE raid. She recognized one of the men as her co-worker. She recognized him, or maybe she just pulled up the information because she's a member of the Department of Justice. She works for the Department of Justice. This woman works for the Department of Justice. A crazy Karen. Her name is Karen. So there was a man watching the stream live. He issued a death threat to one of the ICE workers, and she recognized or looked his information up and then doxed him, put his information out there so that the man who's making the threat could actually fulfill the threat. She gave her co-worker up for death. You see how serious this is? I mean, the left is the party of death. I mean, their politics is violence, right? They don't want to sit down and debate or have a discussion over the issues and why it's wrong for illegals to come into this country and to pillage all of the savings and rights of the American citizens. They don't want to talk about that, right? They think it's godliness and good for just let people come over here and live their life. Let them have it, right? So anyway, she was arrested today. And I think she was arraigned on $20,000 bond. Let's see here. Let's go over here to the Gateway Pundit. And sometimes I hate reading the Gateway Pundit because it seems like they get paid per word, A DOJ employee was arrested and booked on terrorism and evidence tampering charges for doxing a federal agent during a raid in Brownsville, Texas. Karen Olivia DeLeon, I think I'm pronouncing that right, an employee with the U.S. Attorney's Office in Brownsville, appeared on a live stream on a federal raid on June 9th. A male joined in the stream and issued a death threat against one of the federal agents conducting the raid. Another viewer in the live stream, later identified as Karen Oliveira De Leon, doxed the federal agent and provided his identity to the man issuing the death threat. Come on, man. You wanted the man to die. When the man issued the death threat, she looked up the information and then put his name out there so that the guy can actually fulfill it. And she wants the federal agent to die, right? So now she's going to jail. Here's some more of the report right here. An employee with the United States Attorney's Office in Brownsville was arraigned in connection with the online death threat against federal agents, according to the news release from the Cameron County District. It's the same stuff. So there you have it, folks. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Do you think she has dual citizenship? Maybe. I think maybe she's, I don't know. Is the name Oliveira, is that Hispanic? I don't know. Maybe she could have married somebody with that name, but it looks like she has two names. So she might have got married and kept her maiden name. But that's what happens, man. When people's hearts are connected to their home, they come to America basically for the money. You get a lot of freedoms, and you get a lot of freedom. You can come over here and talk bad about this country. You can do anything you want as a foreigner. Many times there's so many perks for foreigners. And with the Democrats, there's a lot of perks for illegals. And they're just pouring into this country. And they've found more and more ways to pack this country out with foreign-born illegals. It's crazy, and I think I'm going to do a video on the 14th Amendment and how that the Supreme Court is getting ready to possibly give President Donald Trump and the American public a major win. When the black slave mothers was having children, those children, 14th Amendment was for them, that they were citizens of the country. It wasn't for people coming over here and, getting on a plane and 9 months pregnant and they flying over from China while they're pregnant 9 months, and they get here and have the baby as soon as they get here. First of all, we have to pay for the child delivery, right? And then we have to pay for the child, and the child gets automatic citizenship. Well, anyway, let me know what y'all think about this video and this Karen. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe to Pastor Jerone TV. Thank you, and God bless.